Hello and welcome to Healing Space with Gently Healing. I am Jen Tilley and I am super excited to be with all of you guys today. Holy cow, hello. Look at all the comments already. I want to say right away thank you to Robert Howley for that beautiful meditation music that he had put together for us at the start of the show. I just so love it and appreciate it and love to have that meditative space for all of us to get together and gather, and just as you have done, said hello and spread love to one another. It's so rad. I can't believe it's already been a whole other week. I want to say hello to Willow that I see here. I love you, giving you huge hugs, and Jacob and Kevin. Sorry, I'm not sure if there's something going on here, if you can hear me. But I will keep going. But I want to say hi to Kevin's greetings to you. And hello to Willow, or excuse me, Lucinda. Going down all of these. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy. And Sammy, you're in here too. And Robert, you are. Gosh, you guys, this is so awesome. Lots of mushy journeys I see in here. This is awesome. Cool. Well, hello. Giving you guys big hugs and lots of love. How's your week been? It's been such a rad journey to be on. I can't believe it's already been a week. I've been doing a lot with going back to the old podcasts and pulling out highlights and doing just some work with it. And it's just been so fun to go back and just kind of revisit the journey that we've all been on. And it's just really cool to have this platform and just to watch how it's grown. And just to see the development of that and of you guys. And you can see it. And, as we become like Facebook friends, many of us, and just to see that growth and the sharing of our lives is really, really, really rad. And I am, I'm very, very glad that we're all here and grateful for the help that, Zach has done to be able to put this show together. I am very grateful that there's a lot of this platform I just didn't know how to do, and without his help I just don't think the Expanded Understanding platform would be where it is at today. And I think about that. I think about it when I'm getting ready for the show and the help that I'm being given all the time, and how important it is to be gracious and open to asking for help. And navigate that journey. For me, I've shared this on the show. Asking for help was not something that I used to do. I would go and try and give everyone else help and put myself on the back burner. And that is definitely something that I've changed in my life today. And I still challenge myself to, ask for that help and show up as the best version of myself and learn what that means. And I figure if I have that problem, and here we are so entangled in the same space, I imagine that many of you too have issues with asking for help. And I think here we have a great platform to be able to work with one another and talk about it. And the first thing I wanted to bring up about asking for help is just my gratitude that I have towards Zach and what he's done for this show to bring us together. And here we are from all around the world. Sammy, you're here super late, and it is just really cool. It is something that, well, I guess if you don't have a purpose and you don't actually do these actions, this just never would have happened, and I would never know what it would have felt like to sit and do this. And many of you out there have actually come on the show and gotten an opportunity to feel what that's like. And it's really, really cool to create something and to watch it develop and see where it's going. And it's just very much like life. It's not that you know exactly where it's going, but when you're passionate about it, what goes in motion tends to stay in motion, and it grows. And what I found is that it just built a level of confidence that I was desperate. Well, was I desperate? I'm going to go with that word because that was the word that came out. But I was very much looking for, what is that? What does that mean? I remember messaging people that I used to know and be like, what did you do to build your confidence? And I would just search all around. And I have such a great example with Zach in my life and some other people that actually exude a level of confidence and self-love. And I'm very, very lucky to be able to have that in my life, so that I know, well, I guess in so many ways I can see it's possible. And if it's possible for them, it's definitely possible for me. It just requires me to do the work, and it's possible for you too. And this is where we're brought together, and have platforms where we can reach out and ask for help where it's needed, and we can, find our voices to be able to speak our confident truths. And the truth, again, the truth is massively a theme that comes up often in my life. Learning to be authentically myself. Who is that? What does that mean? What does that look like? That was not an easy question to answer, and still is on a journey, like a process of self-discovery. And I'm sharing that with you as we go along. It is very, very interesting to look at that. Who am I? What is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to be? It was like something that we were asked since we were like very little. What is it that you want to be when you grow up? And instead of what are you right now and who are you right now? What is this now? So that when you're in your nows, you know and understand how to navigate it and not look at, tomorrow. And then also, like, as a child, being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? It was so orchestrated to what the world was telling me, and now here I am learning what that is. What is it that I truly want to do and truly want to be, and what does that look like? What is authentic Jen? And I ask you, what is authentic you? And really the process of that, and only way to, I believe, discover that is speaking your truth always, no matter what. And I think we have been placed in a society that I very much saw that white lies are okay, or, sugarcoating here and there. And this just isn't true. The consequences of not showing up as your true authentic self has consequences and ripple effects, and it grows. It grows just like any kind of seed that you would plant. So speaking your truth again and again. And I've said this before, but you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And it is a common theme. If you're looking and you're talking about it, it's coming up again and again in your life. And it's not so much the lies that you're telling other people, and though that is very important, it's the lies that we're telling to ourselves. One of the ones I catch myself with all the time is accountability. Is how am I being accountable? Am I being lazy in this situation? Am I doing what is the most caring acts for myself in this time? Or am I choosing to slack off on that? Am I being, kind and caring to myself? Am I being accountable to that? Am I having integrity when it comes to the actions that I'm taking in my life, and the words that I'm speaking, and the thoughts that I am thinking? Where is my accountability? And it's something that I bring up again and again. And those that are closest to me, I imagine it affects them the most when I'm not. Because, again, the things that we're doing to ourselves are affecting those that we love all the time. And we are lying and deceiving and manipulating in order to hold ourselves in the positions that we're at, so that we don't see where we're at right now. We're either looking to the past or we're looking to the future, and we're missing what's happening. I've found that for my life, and I have found that very much for many of my clients out there. And that's why I come here. It's one of the reasons to also hold myself accountable, and to build something, and build a place that we can come together and we talk about it, and we look at it and we shine lights. It's not like we were taught this in school, in the ways that I think we were even taught about it, maybe in religions, if it's touched on, wasn't even dug to the levels that we're talking about here. Self-love, learn yourself, authentic you, and the truth no matter what. Yes, that's kind of, not kind of, that's been my themes for the week, and I'm super grateful to be here. I am just kind of peeping over here on the comments really quick. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Zach, for letting everyone know. I did not make mention. Again, I live currently in the location of California, and it is very, very hot here. And so I have been having the AC running, and so please forgive the background noise for sure. Thank you for saying that, Zach. And so much fun in the sun for sure. I've been, like, it's actually... It is hot, and I'm staying inside a lot more than I would normally stay inside. But I do go outside, and I do enjoy, even if it's super duper hot, just that experience. It's like the extremes where you do the meditations with Wim Hof, where he does the extreme colds. There's also the extreme heats that you can do a lot of different work. And I like to wake up first thing in the morning and get some kind of stretching exercise program in, and then it starts to get very, very hot, and then I go and do the cold shower process, and it's just actually really a cool experience to live in the elements. I don't know how many of you out there have had the experience of living in extreme heat before, but it's not for the faint of heart. It is not. Only the strongest things actually grow in the desert. And I've roughed it a lot more in the extreme heat in the desert than I am now. I have a lot more luxury and comforts, if you will, of creature comforts that I did not used to have. So anyway, yeah, so my ramblings for this week, man, is just constantly, I did something new, and I think it's important to stay novel and learn. And I don't play video games. However, I have a lot of respect for video games. I've gone on a journey of looking at it like 20 years ago, I would have told you the problem with society is video games and blah, 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 whoever I was back then. But then I actually stepped away from that belief system and, again, questioned everything that it is that I believe. And I've met amazing gamers in my time. And the way that they have had to learn to communicate, to build, to the reward systems, so much learning goes on within this space, and logic and patience and meeting your anxiety and your dexterity. It is like unbelievable the levels of information that comes from video games. And I really think that we're probably in the next 20 years going to see quite a different reality with all of the gamers out there and what that's really truly meant for where our society is going. I mean, the most famous people now are those on like Twitch accounts and all of this. It's the famous video gamers. It is awesome. So anyway, there's this new video game that has come out. It's called Fall Guys. And I decided to learn to play it. And I don't know if any of you have heard about it before, if any of you have played video games before, but I have found that it really engages excitement and actually joy and laughter, and even laughter at my own stupidity, and then the appreciation for getting another shot, and how it just directly translates over into my life. It's just been so fascinating because, again, our minds work like a computer. Life operates very much like this, and any more knowledge and information I can get from that, the more I can apply it to my life in the moments of now, to transcend moments now. It's like I may not have gotten it right in this moment, but if you hold on to being a dumb shit, I kept missing that jump or whatever, I kept jumping too soon or whatever it was, if I move on to the next level after that, and I keep holding on to that idea of how I was a dumb shit in that moment, I will not progress. I will keep making a mistake after mistake. Literally, you need to let that go and be very present now. You need all hands on deck, all resources on deck. It's been such an interesting a thing to work with my mind, and just to work and to experience myself in that space. I've tried to play video games in the past. I had one summer when I was a kid that I played Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2. I preferred 2 the most. But I think it was, I enjoyed the princess and the floating and the different, there was just a difference to the Super Mario Brothers 2. But I knew that it could be fun. I just didn't really get into it much, just as I didn't get into computers very much. And so over the past several years, I've had somebody in my life that is very much into computers and gaming, and I just, a wealth of knowledge and information for me to be able to learn that. And so for any of you guys out there, if you're looking to kind of have focused, kind of different meditations, which I think meditations really do apply within the gaming community, a lot. And anyway, I would recommend that game. I really would. It's been very, very interesting, and has really given me like something fun to look forward to, so that when I'm like doing some work over here, and then it's like, you know what, I'm going to go take a fun little break and go do this, which is just fun. I think it's important to bring that into life, and it's just amazing. It's when you do fun things, more and more things happen for you, for sure. And I've seen that, like even this week, like even with my business, and more clients have come, and it's just so rad to work with new people and have old people come back and be able to work with them. Man, yeah, it's been a really rad week. I definitely can see more progression in my future. And again, it comes down to that accountability, guys. And I love doing the animal card readings with you. Like, especially like last week, watching like that coyote. It'd be okay. Can you hear me now? Did we fix it? Yeah? Okay, if you guys could let me know in chat. And we will see. Yeah, no one's saying anything on whether they can hear me or not. Audio drivers crash. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you can hear me now then? All right. Okay. All right, well, I guess we're back up and running. I don't know where you guys... Oh, awesome, Sammy, thank you. I cut out with you guys. Let me see if I can... Just the animal medicine and how it just pops into our life, and watching how, the beaver came into play and what I was building, and just the eagle bringing in the spirit and listening to that intuition, and that coyote, man, and that trickster is always me. It just always is. And I think that's one of the most important things that we could figure out in this life. It's nobody else but us. But me. It's only me. And whatever's projecting out there, just whatever I'm seeing as the projection out there, is also what's truly going on in here. And that's why animal medicine is super, super rad to just have as like examples. Like, here comes the coyote that's letting you know, and you can listen to your intuition on more awareness fronts. I like that. So, cut out about 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so I don't know exactly where I lost it. I was reading Willow's comment here. So I don't know exactly where we went off, and that's okay. We'll just move forward. That might have been just for me. But yeah, it's been an awesome week for just the different animal medicines that have come into play. There was definitely there was a meteor shower in Draco this last week, and so there was a lot of that reptilian energy. So there was definitely like snake medicine and lizard medicine, and even like one of my characters that I was playing was like a T-Rex. So there was just that raptor medicine that was in there this week. Oh yeah, so Zach is explaining. Yeah, we ended up getting. He's saying here we ended up getting a new internet connection, which is really awesome. So it's a much better connection, but there's still like kinks that we're working out. But it's kind of cool to have things moving forward and the changes, and it will be good once that's all resolved. But sometimes there's I guess growing pains. I don't know what to call it, but it will all come together. And I'm grateful again for Zach helping this podcast go off with very little hiccups. Just they would be very different if I was all by myself. So okay, well, with that, I think it would be really awesome if we were to kind of pull some animal cards and see what we're doing this week and where we're at, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, self-love, you guys, super important. Speaking our truths, nurturing ourselves, and accountability. If that was any themes that I would want to have for this show, would be that. So what is helping us is the turtle. So it was in the reversed when I drew it. So we have that's so interesting. I like it. And where are we at now? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. We're blank. We're in the void, you guys. Interesting. When I was going back on the shows, there was one of the shows we did, guys, where we had like 2 blank cards in there. And it was just so fascinating to see all the things that transpired after that drawing. And anything is possible, man. Anything is possible at this point. So let's see what is hindering us for this week. Here. It's upside down too. It's the upside down hawk. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Let's check it out. I am feeling the void. Okay. So yes, Kevin. Love it. I love it too. What a fun reading, you guys. What a fun reading. Yeah, fill in the void for sure. I think we even had like a small void moon this morning. Like the void is definitely a common theme coming in, especially with the new moon, and anything is possible at this time. So very interesting. So we had 2 in reverse and the void. So let's start with the turtle, which is a very, very powerful medicine. It is of Mother Earth, man. Okay, so turtle, great mother, feed my spirit, clothe my heart that I may serve you too. And this was in the contrary position. So pulling the turtle card in the reverse means that Mother Earth is calling you to reconnect in some way. If you have become flippant and forgotten to place waste in its proper place instead of throwing it out the car window, she is calling. If you have felt alone in your time of need, she is calling. If you have been struggling financially or have little to eat, or if you have desired a child and see no pregnancy in the near future, she is your medicine. Use it. You are not alone ever. You are a child of Earth. All acts of pleasure, joy, and abundance are given by the mother of the creative force. Use her energy to aid you, and you will be healed enough to share this energy with others. The idea of a turtle helplessly trying to right itself after it has been flipped upside down can also symbolize contrary turtle. You are not a victim, and you are not helpless, no matter how much it may seem like this in the case in your present situation. Oh my God, that was also a theme for me, you guys, not being that victim again. To write the ill-dignified turtle, you need only list the things you are grateful for, and from that grateful place in your heart, look for the abundance of alternatives that Mother Earth gives. Oh man, that is so good. You know, when I was looking at the theme, like just my life and how I've made every choice up until now, every decision. Even when I was a very small child, I was the one looking out for myself. I've been the one there all along, every step of the way, just as you have been there for yourself every step of the way. Nobody else has done that but you, man. And so when you sit there and, or I'm sitting there and there's any semblance of blame or victimization where it's like, oh man, I've been going through this tribulation again and again, you know, it's like Groundhog's Day out there. If you're not transcending, you're stuck in the same loop over and over and over again. Insanity, just like Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, man. And that's that victimization. Only you are victimizing yourself. It's never the other person. It doesn't matter what they're saying or doing. You're the one that is in that spot. And stopping that blame and taking your power back, taking all your power back, calling it back to you. And standing in that position, and that happens again back to the same thing, accountability. And it is truly stop, check which one feels better, and then go that way. This is how you navigate now, and it comes down to the now. It's not about the woo-woo magic of creating tomorrow. It's about right now and navigating that so that you can have that tomorrow that you dream of. And really letting go of that past, letting go. And that's where we get to the void, you guys. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. If you can imagine it, you can create it. And yeah, Sammy, the turtle totally resonates, you guys. I've been staring into the void a lot this week. Yep. That all resonates very much. I am. Yes. Yes, I love it. We're going to put that guy right there. Loving yourself, man, and holding yourself accountable again and again and again and again. And daring to do it different, keeping things novel, do it a different way. And stop, check which one feels better, and go that way. Listen to your heart, man. It is guiding you. And when you're going against what you want, and you're acting it off of need, you're getting it clouded. You're in desperation if you're in need. I desperately need this. I need to eat. I need to eat. No, you don't need to eat unless you want to live and be here and be human, right? But you're not going to die in that moment. Food is very interesting. We have these things that we say, I need. No, man. I want to be here, so I want to eat. It's a very different mindset. In fact, when you put such importance, you become desperate, and you start to live your life off of emotional lenses. So it's not a need, it's a want. Listen to what you want to do. Speak your truth and follow that. That's how you find that authenticity. These are the things I'm uncovering about myself. These are the things I'm being taught. And learning to enact them. And it's not always easy, but it's worth it. I think that I get stuck, I say, to anything outside of myself, man. Sometimes I get stuck because I want it to be easy. And it's not about easy, man. I took the easy road a hell of a lot of times back there. And now is the time to put forth that work and that energy, creating what it is I truly want, because the easy way led to a lot of unhappiness and a lot of things that I really didn't want in my life, and led to a lot of desperation of needing to pull myself out of these situations that I put myself into. So it's all, that mindset, perspective, and doing what it is that you want for this life. Because once we get to the end, man, how do you want that to look? I thought it was really, really cool to learn playing the video games and having the silly joy. I definitely want to have silly joy within my life, even if it means taking a few minutes to go and play video games. It was fun, and it's fun to play with other people. So anyway, Turtle Medicine, Mother Earth, coming to us to help us this week. Woo, woo. I see some messages. Let's see, Sammy, you said, I have pulled myself up several times this week. Yes. I remember that song you sent me. I get knocked down, but I get up again. So I wonder if that song. Well, you're a strong woman, Sammy, and you're a beautiful, beautiful woman with a great heart. And I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful that you keep getting back up. And yeah, I'm grateful you're here, man. I have been reminding myself that I know what I need to do, and I have to do them for them to be beneficial. And that, yeah, Sammy, that's the accountability. It's it's saying that and seeing that, and then once that moment comes, holding the accountability in that space and not accepting anything less. That is what I am learning to do. And this is the information I share with you because I honestly believe that it will change our lives in ways that we could not even possibly imagine. And change the world, because when we elevate ourselves, we also elevate the world. And when we ignite that beautiful light that is inside and we hire ourselves to be our higher selves, the way we pay the dues is by being accountable and having acceptance and patience and understanding and love and tolerance. Yes. And Kevin, you said the message I've heard over and over is things outside of my comfort zone will be the shit. So I'm practicing it. Yeah, man. Nature, and as we're talking about Mother Earth, nature rewards courage. It just does. It rewards the courage. So step outside yourself, your comfort zone, face your fears, because again, fears are, well, really giving your power away. False evidence appearing real. There is nothing you cannot navigate in this life. But you got to build that. You got to build the confidence and the self-love so that you know that when the time comes. And you're not victimizing yourself and falling back on old habits and behaviors. So, yeah, you got to step out of the comfort zone. Got to do it, man. Just literally copied and pasted that from a conversation practicing. I like it. Can't spell currently. Mushy's in control. Oh, man. Here's funny. Kevin. I love it. So let's go right there. I like it. We'll keep that up. Thank you for copying and pasting that for us. Now we are going over to what will be hindering us. So now we're in the void. The hawk, again, popping up into our lives. Number 2, which is the messenger. And the messenger is hawk, messenger of the sky. Circle my dreams. Teach me the message as we fly. And it was in the reverse position. So the contrary says, if you have drawn hawk reversed, it may be because you have shut down your powers of observation on some level. If something in your life has become too painful to feel, too unbelievable to hear, or too dark to see, it is time to examine the point at which you choose to let yourself become emotionally involved and to no longer be the observer. When you allow your emotions to override your perceptions, the message from hawk cannot penetrate the chaos and confusion. At this point, you are asked to be mindful of the honest observer's neutral position, which allows the message to be intuitively and clearly understood without emotion coloring its true meaning. Oh my gosh, this went on. It's like choking me up. Serious. I wanted to hear that very much in my life. I'm a double Cancer, guys, and I can keep buying into the fact that that's that, but I really think that our horoscopes should be looked at, or astrology should be more looked at as the warning signs of what not to do in your life if you want to live a happy life. And that of the crab and the defense that comes with the crab when it comes to the sign Cancer. Gets me in trouble every time when I clam up and go into my shell and become defensive, you know? And man, I needed to hear that, because emotions is very, very much like that part of what I am healing with myself. And that's why I'm super grateful to have such a logical mind in my life with Zach. He is that alter ego to me, where he just is so logical in the way he can construct and see life, though he has such a balance with his emotions. I'm very lucky to have that. But I definitely, you guys, I needed to hear that. And so I will go on reading. I don't know how it's been with you guys, but I bring up often about the emotional lenses, and we will distort our prism, our reality out there, and lock ourselves in a prison if we are not managing our emotions. And, you know, observing them, bringing in the logic, and then also overriding yourself, bringing, you know, your emotions to override your perceptions. But you override your emotions because you're the governor of that. And you bring in the logic. You stop, check which one feels better, and then you go that way. So it goes on. Emotional coloring is a tendency of hawk medicine people. Coloring is a tendency of hawk medicine people when they are off balance. Their emotions cloud their vision and lead to a crash landing. The ego can clip the wings and leave hawk grounded. Also, if hawk believes that those who cannot fly the same way he or she does have weaker perceptions, then the winged messenger has not understood his or her own medicine. Wow. Freedom of flight is a privilege, and being a messenger is an honor. The responsibility for delivery of the message is up to you. Take your flight and forget about interpreting the omen your own way. Let the receiver decide what the message means. After all, unless it was sent specifically for you, you would be tampering. Hawk in the contrary position teaches you, 1, to open up to the powers of observation. 2, not to tell others how to think or behave. 3, to take care of your own emotional baggage before you begin receiving omens, visions, and messages. 4, to remember that all gifts are equal in the eyes of the Great Spirit. Oh my gosh, I needed to hear this. Hawk medicine is such a rad medicine to receive. Our hearts are receivers, guys. You know, when I come and start this show, I set myself aside. It talks about the ego, and I want to be a receiver and just be that vessel to just deliver, you know, be the deliver the messages. This is what I've learned so far, and I have studied a lot. I've learned a lot. The more I learn, the less I know. That's true. But at the same time, I come here because I want to affect change. I want to affect change in myself. I want to affect change in the coherence of my relationships around me. And I want to affect change in the coherence of the farther expanded relationships into my life, which is the world. Ripple it out there and raise that consciousness. And that's what the hawk, you know, it brings in that spirit. And what a reading we have this week, you guys. What a rad, cool reading. Kevin, you said just literally, oh no, sorry, I read all those. I forgot for a moment. So, cool, guys. I think doing a void meditation, going into the void and sitting within that space and calling in the spirit of the hawk. And again, the hawk is the thing that was hindering us, but it is also the receiver in the spirit and can help shine lights when we're clipping our own wings. So let's call the hawk into our heart. and bring in Mother Earth. So let's bring in a grounding meditation. We have as above with the hawk and so below, and the void. So yeah, you guys, this is awesome. Let's get started. So go grab yourself some water if you haven't already, and drink some delicious water and set your intentions. Kevin, especially, drink some water. I don't know how much water you've been drinking, but mushies love water. And I love you guys. I also thought of the hummingbird earlier today. So maybe we fly in a little bit of the hummingbird, which is joy. Always makes me want to go quickly. The little wings. Aw. Yeah, Sammy, beautiful messages. I totally agree. And I love you too, Sammy. That is awesome. Yeah, shit, gotta grab some. Thanks. Good, Kevin. Yes, do that. And get some water in you. I love you guys very much. And I'm glad that we can be together. That was beautiful, Jen. Thank you. It is my pleasure, Lucinda. I love you very much. And I'm happy that we can come together and we can go navigate this void together where anything is possible. You're silly. I love you more than that. It's coherence, man. I'm happier in my life. And if you want to love me more in this moment and that makes you happy, then you can have it. But I think our love is limitless. And I love you, and I think you're awesome. So, okay, all right. Hope you got some water in there, and perhaps found a seat or lie down, whichever is most comfortable for you. And when we're rooting today, just a friendly reminder of the root sound is that of so it goes Very good. Now that you're in your comfortable position, close your eyes and come center into yourself. Breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your nose. And get slow, purposeful, rhythmic breaths going. Breathing in crystalline light and exhalating out through your nose any dense negative energy. In positive crystalline light, out dense negative energy. And breathe in the crystalline light and push the breath down into your belly. Push it down and circle it around within that space, that crystalline light. And exhale out your dense energy through your feet. Out through your feet. Imagine the energy flowing out. Anything that no longer serves you. Very good. Now leave that And just come back to breathing in the crystalline light. And then breathe out the crystalline light. Out into your auric field. And breathe it back in. Inside, igniting the light within you. Very nice. And now, above your head, draw a triangle. And connect the corners of that triangle below your feet. And then below your feet, draw another triangle and connect that above your head. And here is your space. Inside of here, love, only love gets to be here. So go over to the box I set inside. Do you see the big wooden box? It has a very heavy lid. Walk over to that box and open it up. And if there's anything that snuck into this space, negative, that no longer serves you, angers, frustrations, self-doubt, self-sabotage, disappointments, shame, guilt, put all of that inside of there. And also take off your meat suit. You're so much more than just your body. And come be with your light self that shines lights into the darkness of the void. And when you're ready, taking off the things that no longer serve you, shut that heavy lid and leave it there. And come back to your space. And breathe in the crystalline light to bring about healing and love and joy. And breathe it back out to your auric field and out of your Merkaba and out into your universe and out into the earth. And at your feet you have wires. Take your wires from your feet. They're red to root you to the earth. Plug them in and root. Very good. And now, let's bring your attention up into the sky above you. Comes swimming in a turtle. As above, so below. The turtle here representing Mother Earth. Turtle, great mother, feed my spirit, clothe my heart, that I may serve you too. And above your head, where your crown comes out, take your helixing wire system of your DNA and attach it to the heart of the turtle that has come to help guide us this week. Thank you for helping us, turtle, navigate the void as it swims in and around from the creation of the void. And breathe in the turtle. Breathe it down through your crown. Breathe her down into your mind so that your mind can receive the message from your heart. Breathe her in and breathe her down through your throat so that you may speak your truth of your balance and your accountability. Love. The love of the mother. And breathe it down into your heart. And here she swims as your receiver. You have your wires connecting you to the earth. You have your heart that's connected to the heart of the turtle, which carries the knowledge and wisdom of the Mother Earth. Thank you for coming. And now we call in the hawk, the messenger. Hawk, messenger of the sky, circle my dreams and teach me the message as we fly. See the hawk flying overhead and take more of your DNA wires from the head and connect it to the heart of this beautiful hawk that has come this week to shine lights on what will be hindering us. Thank you, Great Spirit, for coming here and being with us. And breathe in the spirit of the hawk. Breathe it down and through your crown and to your mind. And breathe the hawk down into your throat. Speaking your truth this week, you do. Speak your truth. And breathe the hawk down into your heart. Again, receiving the message of the Spirit. Receiving it. And breathe the hawk down into your solar plexus, into your belly, into your third brain, your other part, to bring about the intuition. And allow these critters to come. Silence your mind and hear what messages they have brung while I play for you. And one more thing. Breathe in the hummingbird that has come with all its joy. The beautiful hummingbird, connect your wires to its majestic chest. And all three of the hummingbird, the hawk, and the turtle, we call and we play and hear the messages. Very nice. How do you feel now? What sensations do you feel coursing through your veins? Does anything feel different? Come back to your breath and see how your breath is now. And come to your hands. Can you sense the energy flowing? Your right hand is the giver. This is where the energy of giving flows. Out through the pinky and out through the ring finger. Can you sense the energy flow? And draw your attention to the left hand, the left pinky and the left ring finger. This is the hand of receiving. How are you receiving now? Very good. Now draw your attention to your feet. How is the energy flowing through your feet? Can you feel the wires? Can you feel the energy flowing? Out through the pinky toe and out through the ring pinky toe or ring finger toe. I don't know what that one's called. Can you sense the energy? Come back. Come back to your heart now. Come back to the heart space and place your right hand over your heart. I love you. Give yourself the love, just as you have sitting here within this space. Bring yourself the healing necessary. I forgive you. I love you. Hapono ono ono. And I'm sorry. And then take your left hand and place it over your right. And receive that love right back. And circle it around in your space and inside your Merkaba and out through the wiring systems of your head and out through the wiring systems of your feet and out into the void space as far out and out into the universe and out into the galaxies. And breathe that back into you, back into your space, and receive all power, your love, your light, your strength. Very good. Now take a moment, and if there's anything you'd like to retrieve from the box inside your Merkaba and like to bring back to your life, go and do that now. You are beautiful, and you are kind, and you are caring, and gracious, and lovable, and love. Breathe that in. Beautiful. Now take your arms, as I am going to do, and we're going to wrap them around ourselves into a big group hug. A hug together. We hold for at least 20 seconds. That is reported that it will release the right amount of oxytocin, which is the love hormone. And slowly come back and open your eyes and come back to your space and be proud of you. I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here and that you've come on this journey and that you showed up today and that you keep showing up. And if there's anyone new out there, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. If there's things in this that you found that were helpful for you, I know it's helpful for me. I love doing this and being here with you. But please like and share this video and reach out to others. Don't forget to give hugs, especially to yourself, and care and kindness so that you can attract more of that out into your world. Just as I will. And I'm learning to do. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. I love you guys, and I love that, Willow. Hopono no ono, you guys. What a beautiful theme. I heard that on going back on my shows, and gosh, I love that mantra. And Maya Rose, I haven't seen her in here for a while, but she has a very beautiful rendition of that if you go and look that up on YouTube. Again, I love you guys. Thank you for being here this week. I will so look forward to seeing you back in here again next week. And gosh, I don't know a whole lot else. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time. I hope to see you back in here at 8 o'clock for Aaron and Zach's show of the Expanded Understanding. Kevin, have fun on your mushy run and trip, and I hope to see you in there. And it is my pleasure, you guys. I love you. Love, love, love. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. Okay, bye, guys. Bye-bye. Love you. Love you.